I'm working. I'm on break, so that's all I can do. Is my background... is there an effect on here that lets me be in focus and have the blurry background? I love those effects. How do I do that? Is it enhance? Smooth, shape, eye. Nope. Wait. What the No, no. Not gonna happen. Off. Filters don't work. Could it be enhanced? Background. Oh, that's cool. Well, welcome everyone to my live reading of Dreaming for the Future. Dreaming for the Future. We will be doing a live reading for this book by Joseph Lawrence. He's a friend of mine, and I would love to read this book and review it at the end. We've already started the book. Have an amazing day then, chat. I hope everyone's doing great. I hope you're doing great, Outlaw God. Above all, I hope you're doing great as well. Well, and definitely the chat will appreciate that. They're just not here right now, but they will appreciate it. I'm gonna be reading for about 16 minutes. Welcome, Hannah Smith. We'll be reading Dreaming for the Future by Joseph Lawrence. I am on page 2, so we're gonna begin. So far, all you missed was we're in a truck, like pit stop, piss pot, whatever, and since we're in a piss pot, trucks refuel. We follow a worker named Joseph. Joseph. Yeah, I don't know his last name, but his name is Joseph. And we're just following his story. He's like cleaning, cooking. He's doing everything inside this like convenience store, truck stop convenience store. And then 2 guys in silver suits walked in to his store. They don't look human. They look a little odd, a little uncanny. And then I think there was a light at the back room, so he goes over to the back room to checks on it. And then there's like a what is it called? There's like some girl sitting there. I don't know if she's been here before. But it's a little weird, so we're gonna find out right now. Maria, he says. See, like he knows her name somehow. I don't know how, but I guess he must know her. She turns to him, and her face scares him. She twitches her eyebrows, making funny faces, and she wails. Joseph staggers back, and his stomach turns. Not from her foul breath, not from the possibility that she's a druggie and might bite him, not that she could rob him, because she's a loony. It's because she looks exactly like his deceased wife, Maria. Ooh. That's kind of sad. From the chocolate freckles to her silvery eyes, she's an exact copy of her. She doesn't make any facial expressions when he says her name again. You're not her, right? He asks. The movie ends as she takes off her eyes off the TV screen. She studies the room with bird-like movements. American flags stretch across the walls of crackling paint. Hooks on metal racks adorned with hunting gear. Stacks of outdoor magazines fill up the corners. A booklet on grief sticks out. Now, the writing for Dreaming of the Future is a little odd. I have to be honest. I can't be nice because he's my friend. If you take a look at his punctuation, look, I don't know, sometimes his sentences can be a little short. The sunlight slices layers of color. For example, what I just read, it felt a little like fast. It was all like, American flags stretch across the walls of cackling paint, period. Hooks on metal racks adorn hunting gear, period. And stacks of outdoor magazines fill up the corners. A booklet on grief sticks out, period. I don't know. I just think he could just replace him with commas, to be honest. She repeats the name Maria in different pitches and volumes, weird, as if she never heard that name before. She speaks to him in multiple languages, but he doesn't understand one of them. He begins to repeat the Lord's Prayer as she leans in closer to him. More fear falls upon him and he can't run away. His feet freeze to the floor. Oh, wow. Interesting. So, it looks like he's religious. He passes out and says, I send greetings. He wakes up on the floor with Maria staring down at him. He yells from her ghostly face and she yells back. Realizing a minute went by from his phone, he jumps up and runs for his work desk by the door. If she was to do something, she would have done it already. I can't risk it. Oh no, what if she touched me? Bruta. Road trash in my pants. LOL, road trash in my pants is crazy. This is weird. He passed out, he wakes up, Maria's standing. He yells at her. She stands up from the chair and a rerun of the movie pauses. She didn't touch the remote. He takes out a Glock from his desk and aims it at her. She walks up to him and his hand trembles. He wants to shoot her. He needs to shoot her, but he can't. All he sees is Maria. Is this all in my head? She grabs his arm and says, I mean you no harm. I don't know you. Get away from me. I mean you no harm. How do I know that? He wants to pull the trigger, but he can't. He's looking at Maria's face. To watch her die again. I can't. She stretches her arm out and opens her hand. A globe of light forms over her palm and Joseph lowers his pistol in awe. The globe emits a display of red lines and it unfolds on the walls. It morphs into a map of the US and all of the cities and towns twinkle as crimson stars. She points to a state in the southwestern region and says, do you know where that place is? His mouth opens, but words don't leave it. ¿Qué? Her eyes gleam from the globe. Where? She asks again. He examines the specific region without moving his body and says, Arizona, maybe. She touches his lips and says, Jenny. Then she points to herself and says, Scott. Is that your name? It then hits him. She's repeating lines and gestures from that movie to convey something. If he remembers it, Jenny escorts Scott to some crater in Arizona. From there, his people can pick him up and he can escape from Jenny's corrupt government. Gracias, Maria, for boring me with that movie. She grabs him by the arm and says, we must do that. We will stop at a food station. You have hungry too. I'm not starving at all, Karina. She tells her head, probably out of confusion. Ring. An electronic bell sets off as someone steps into the gas station. Joseph hears their footsteps reach the counter. He glances back up to the monitors and a trucker pushes the twins out of the way. He bends his upper body over the counter and he spits chewing tobacco on the floor. I told you, Jojo, the world is ending. They just said it on the news. They're going to send some robots into space to save us or whatever. Anyway, I need some gas, Jojo. And I ain't talking about the one from someone's ass. But two sounds silence him. Blam, blam. Two helices of pink lasers blast from the twins' chests. The trucker's sizzling body soars over the counter. What? And lands by the backroom door. Joseph can view the floor through two holes in the trucker's torso. The monitors suddenly go off and he hears two sets of footsteps, heavier and precise, close in on them. Two silhouettes stretch across the hallway's walls, and Joseph holds up his pistol. What is the mierda going on? Two separate humming sounds grow louder as the silhouettes close in on the back room. He pushes Maria behind him and tosses his desk onto its side. The silhouettes intrude into the back room and he takes cover behind his desk with Maria. Blam, 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 blam. More shots of lasers whiz over their heads. One of them bursts a hole through the desk and into one of the flags. A sizzling hole resides between Joseph and Maria's head, and he peeks through it. The twins step inside and their chests hold strange glossy weapons. Their lanky fingers linger on 3 side triggers. Ugh. It's 3 in the morning. Bulky clips slide back and forth along the weapon's cylindrical bodies. They aim them with grips on top and electricity hums from the multiple chambers. Maria turns to Joseph for safety, but he doesn't fire one bullet. I can't. They're... mierda. What are they? She snatches the pistol from him and... bam, 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 bam. I guess she shoots him like the aliens. It's late. But I'm working graveyard, so... I'm tired. I'm gonna end the live. I need to go get some coffee. I don't have time to read and then do that, unfortunately. Well, it's been fun. Have a good day.